Alright, okay, so I haven't done a video on this channel for a while, which is not too good. I have actually made progress on my logic version of my little calculator game thing. So that is coming along. There's just quite a few ICs and I haven't quite got around to finishing it. And I thought I'd make a little side project just in the meantime. So I thought I'd make this project, but I haven't quite finished programming it up. So this is actually going to be a clone of a little game from the late 80s, late 70s, early 80s. But I haven't quite finished that. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just start picking random things out of my box and having a play around with them. So we haven't done a CMOS 4000 series IC for a while, so I thought we'll do, I don't know actually if this is the right one, but I've got this little packet here and it says 40014B, so it might be a boring 4001 and that, or it might be a 4014, which is what I'm hoping it will be. If it's not, then I'm just going to quit this whole video and start again. So we could actually try another video, another IC, which I have just sitting by, so maybe we'll just do that. So we'll open this up and see what it is. I'm hoping it is a 4014 because I could actually use that for something else, though I wasn't planning to use that version, but we'll just see what it is. It says here 40014B. Well, hold on. So I'm confused because what I thought it was, what I'm guessing it was, like, why has it got so many zeros in it? So one too many zeros. But I thought it was an 8-stage shift register, parallel in, serial out. So this is like the opposite of the 74HC595, where you have like, well, we can just count how many legs does this thing have. We're already off to a bad start because I think this is the wrong number of legs. 1, 2, 3. This has 7. That doesn't make sense. What does the 4001 have? 4001. So it's probably a NOR gate. Alright, well we won't do that then. Well, that's disappointing. I was really hoping it was that. Well, this is a well-planned video. So let's actually cut across and have a look at... oh, we can't. That would take too long. No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. We'll have a look at, this is actually kind of a useful one. So I've got these. So this is a packet of 4029s. How long have I taken to actually decide that I'm going to do something completely different? It's taken about 3 minutes. That's fine, we won't restart the video. So these 4029s, it definitely says 4029 on this here. So this is an up, down, divide by 10 or divide by 16 counter. So as you will see, it is just basically a binary counter, but it could have uses, and I think it will have a use for my calculator game. So right now I'm trying to do it with lots of logic ICs and just trying to make a line of LEDs. Where did I actually put it now that I mention that? So that's kind of what it looks like so far. And there's a whole pile, and there's the LEDs here, and then they're going to move backwards and forwards, just like in the Arduino version of it. But I thought, actually, this is kind of a little funky IC. I could probably do this and have a different version that used a 7-segment display. So this will be the basis of it, and then chuck in our old friend the 4511 to turn the output into the 7-segment, to drive the 7-segment display. So what does it do? It is an up, down, divide by 10, blah blah blah. But basically the whole point here is you've got like your power, your supply voltage, you've got a clock. I don't know what C is, we'll come back to it in a minute. So we've got a parallel load, so we can load it with any value we want, which is going to be a useful feature. So I'm thinking when I reset it, I'm going to load it with the middle value, and then you have to have that's what the load pin is for. And you've got an enable pin, and you've got A and B, C, and D. So these are the outputs. So this is basically a 16 bits, 4-bit number through A, B, C, and D are the outputs. And then you've got this pin here which says whether it goes up or down, and this one says whether it goes up to 10, or like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then back to 0 again, or it's in binary, so it goes all the way up to 16 and down. You think it would say hex instead of BCD, but hey, fine, whatever. I don't know, it's just how they do things. And the output pin, what does this one do? So let's have a quick read. So blah blah blah, counts blah 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 on the ground to positive transition of the clock input. Outputs are weighted blah 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 blah. The enable is right. All right. Well, we're going to use this as our clock. We just start get going. We just get going. Start get going. That is word. All right. We're going to need a button, aren't we? So we need a button, and this is going to be my direction button, and this is going to count in binary. So that's my button, and we can rig that up to there. Where did I put them? Literally right here. Alright, there's my trusty 10K supply, just for in case we need to pull up or pull down. Up down can only be changed when the clock is positive. Well, that's kind of interesting, like what happens here. So it says here the up down control can only be changed when the clock is positive. Does that mean it ignores it when the clock is negative, or because that could be a problem. The clock must be noise free, blah blah blah. By connecting the out terminal to the first decade to the end terminal of the second decade and driving the counters in a fully synchronous counting will result. That's interesting. So I guess you can cascade them together and count to higher numbers, but we're not going to do that, so we can forget about out. That's all that I really cared about, was forgetting about out. So, oh, I had it just a second ago. I literally had it just a second ago. The thing that I continually, oh, there it is. Right. So we start by conditioning our IC by putting it in the chip squasher and squashing some chips, some legs, and it will put it there. Which way around should I put it? Well, I'm kind of going to put it the way that I'm looking at it in the book, which is this way, and I'm going to put it a little bit over here. Well, I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to put it here. I don't know where to put it. Alright, that can go there. Quickly put, okay, this is my 5 volts. It's going to go into that one. And so I really am going to get back into doing more things. It's just at the moment I'm doing coding a lot, and I'm quite excited about it, and it makes it hard to concentrate. Like I like to do things that are completely different, and this is nothing. Well, I mean, coding on Arduino stuff is coding. These poor little ICs, they're just boring NOR gates after all. At least I think they are. Like, I don't really know, do I? I just don't know. I'm just going to have to work it out. It says 400. It seems that way. It seems like it's a 4001. And what's this the 4 mean? Like, I don't know. I do not know. Ow! I just poked myself in the fingers. So, I need to get out my chip tester just to test that. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not what we're doing today. Quick, let's get some green LEDs for this afternoon's entertainment. Because why not? Because the yellow ones, I've used them too much. And then things get a bit crazy when you use too many yellow ones. Right, I've got so many, those UVA ones. Okay, well I'm going to put you there, and I'm going to get the LEDs out of the way. Because they're the least interesting things. And that can go there. And grab a couple of, right, oh, here they are. The 470s. I want to use the brown ones. And I'm going to just cut their legs off. Like, it seems a bit strange. Why am I doing this? I should have prepared everything. But I don't know. I actually watch videos of people do this. I guess like the problem is like when I see people and they're doing these kind of things and they're building stuff, I just skip ahead half the time and only watch like a minute of the entire video, which I think is what everybody else does when they watch my videos. But it's nice when people are chit-chatting and talking. They're halfway all the way through. Alright, you can go in there. Look at that. That's nice. Kind of. It's a little bit nice. It's not. No, it's not that nice. It fitted. It's in. Alright. And next two. We only need to do 4 of these, so it's not like this is going to take forever. And if it takes 2 videos, well, that's fine, because I haven't been making enough videos if I take too long doing this. I'm being seriously behind. And my subscriber count slowly is going up. And it's like, why? Stop doing this, it's making me feel guilty. Like, what if I actually had a lot of subscribers? I feel really bad. It's like, you haven't posted a video for 2 weeks, or even more. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a while. But I have been working away at things. It's just that they always turn out to take slightly longer. I'm kind of excited about the little game thing. It's all basically going to be games, but I'm going to go back to doing some retro computer stuff soon, because I thought, well, that's a good thing to get into. I might just have to do what was I going to do? We're going to do the NES controller, I think, next. Just because I could do that without having to do any coding. So I've just got to find projects, the breadboard projects to do without coding. And then you can go in there. Oh, it's not looking that good, is it? It's looking a bit messy. So, oh gosh, it's looking messy. This is not what I should be spending the video doing. Alright. Last one, and we're done. Okay, that was the boring part. Like, I have to do this because that's actually the most important part. The rest of it is just hooking everything else up. I need to just relax, because honestly, there is very little that this project is going to require. So I set it up. So black wire, white wire, and so this is my clock wire. Let's just do the clock first, even though I haven't actually wired these up. I'm just too all over the show. Alright, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put it over here, because the clock's over on the other side. That one can go there. This is the clock pin right here. So, and I've got like, how many of these things I got? I think I got 4 of them. 4 or 5. I don't know. Here they are. I've got 4 of them that I know of. I may have more of them. So they could come in handy for something. Like, I'm hoping that, there'll be a different version for that little game, and then I'll feel like I've used them for something. Okay, so we know what C is. We don't need to use the parallel load, so we can forget that for now, for today. Let's just take, these are the wrong wires. I've realized I'm kind of running out of these. I'm not running out of them, they're just all over the show and everywhere. So I went and ordered some 20 centimeter ones, lots of them. Because these are too short. They always just end up in my recent projects. But I have a lot of actual normal, like, other wire that I could just cut up. Like, I had a piece sitting on the table. Where did it go? It was quite good wire. I've got a lot of that. But we'll just keep using these stupid things. I've cut one too many wires. Alright. So, I kind of want it to look proper binary. So I don't want it to just flash randomly. So I'm going to try and get it so that it's binary, with this being the 1s column, this being the 2s column, 4s, and whatever comes after 4, the 8th column. Well, it's not going to fit. It is going to fit. It's going to fit just. Okay, so white is 1, which I'm assuming is A. And looking at my book over here, A is over here down the bottom, and it only just fits. I could put it over there. Alright, that's A done. And the next one is black, which is going to be B, which is on the opposite side, exactly on the opposite side, so that's nice. And then the next one is C, which is the brown wire, which is going to go, well, they're not opposite on these ones. We're going to have to do some tying, some other things down. Alright, and then, hold on. C goes next to the clock pin, so it goes there. So they're not actually... How come I've got mine... Oh no, they haven't got opposite each other. Okay, so we've got all that done. Alright, we're going to take this thing here. Where's my button gone? Where's my very exciting buttons? This is going to be my up-down button. Up, down, turn around. Please don't make me hit the ground. Really like that song. Alright, and then this one, I'm not going to bother cutting the legs. Because it's just too much bother. No, I want this to go on the pin. So, where's the up-down thing? The up-down is here. Alright, and we're gonna need. Well, actually, I'm gonna use the normal. Where did I put that extra wire I had? Oh my gosh! Oh, I need a big long one. Alright, I'm going to use the extra long one, and so this pin over here, I should have this on the thing. This pin over here is the binary or decimal selector, so I can't actually read. I'm just assuming that it's going to be binary when it's pulled to ground and decimal when it's pulled high, because why not? Alright, we'll find out in a second, and we'll leave it there. I also want that so that I can change it around as we're counting. So that is there, and I feel like, right, and then we have to connect up, okay, my button. So right now it's being pulled to ground, but when it goes through the button, it's going to be pulled high. This one's never been opened. And I'm running out of. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Put you across. Oh gosh, this is a lot harder than it should be. Alright, done and done. So there's my button with lots of wires in the way. So we've done the binary decimal thing. We've done up and down. We've done B. We don't have to care about the parallel lows. We've done C, clock, and that. So all that side's done. Out we don't care about because it's an output. Don't care about the parallel inputs. Probably, maybe, actually we should. We will do this. I will. I'm actually just going to. Oh, where are the decent wires? There are some long wires. I do have some long wires. Alright, more long. I've got lots of wires. I don't know where they will come from when you really want them. So I'm going to use these ones. So I'm just going to use the big long wires when I should use the short wires, because I want to. So what should I make the parallel load to? Because we should just test if that actually works. Oh, we have missed out the enable as well. So those two can go there, and I'll take those off. And on the other side, those two can go there. So do the oh, rubbish, bent them a bit. Do the input they do. So the inputs go next to the outputs, which is nice. So I'm going to, I want to parallel load it to be 5. So that's going to be A and C need to be to high. So which one's C? C is actually green, so that can go high. And that's B. Right. And over here, A is the purple one. So I put the purple one there. And that's going to high thing. So that's going to high. That's going to high. That's going to low. That one's going to low. So hopefully the parallel load will set it to. Right, I need one of these. I'm going to need another button then, won't I? Oh gosh. I'm not going to use another button. I'm just going to use another wire. Alright, but first we have to find out where it is. Load is the last one there, and I'm going to pull it down to ground. And then I'm going to take another wire. I had another long one. But, oh, here's a really long. Look at these ones. These are super long. Whoa, these are the longest wires I've ever seen in my whole life. So that one, oh, I'm just going to break them off. I feel bad for doing that actually. It could have come in handy if they were together. So I'm going to put that onto high when I want to make it, when I want it to load. And the very last thing is enable. I'm just going to check what it should be. In normal operations, load and enable are held low. If pin 9 is grounded, the package counts by 10. Well, that doesn't make sense. No, that does make sense. That's what I thought it was. I think. Yes. Okay. Alright, so we need one of these things to take the enable to be low, and I think that will be the end of our silliness. Except that's out. Alright, it's the one that goes in the... Oh, great. It's right in... No, it's right in there. I didn't think that one out, did I? Oh, something smells like burning. That thing's too close to the light. Okay. And that should be it. So I don't know how fast the clock's going, but we'll find out in a second. Where did I put that battery? It's somewhere. It's here. Alright, this one doesn't have the switch on it. I don't know. I just had the one with the little buttons on it to turn it on and off. I like those much better, even though they take up more room. But then I keep misplacing where I put them all. So here we go. Because the nice thing is, then you can like build this. We need another LED to show the clock, because I don't know how fast the clock's going. So this one can be the clock LED. Where did I put them? They're right here. Okay, and it's going to have a non-cut resistor, and I need one more wire. We'll use this one, and that can just come off the clock, so we can kind of see what we're feeding in. So this will show you how fast the clock is going, and that's all we need. Let's go and try it. And nothing happens. What? that's like the worst start to the day. What have I done wrong? Because this was working a second ago. The light came on when I plugged it in. Oh, the light comes on. Well, that indicates that I've done something severely wrong. Severely wrong indeed. Which is depressing. So have I got these set up right? Okay. That goes to ground. That goes to the... That's okay. This thing's fine. Those things all look like they're fine. Like they're not going to cause any problems. None of them go direct. This thing's a bit of a worry. Now that's going to there. That's going to there. That's not plugged into anything. Have I got this actually plugged in? Oh yeah, no. I've probably just broken it. Now what am I going to do? Alright. That's the other thing I don't like about these ones. I don't bother to read the labels on the... So this is actually... Oh no, wait. No, yeah, I had it the wrong way around. So this is ground, and this is out. So this is actually the way it's supposed to go in. Not that way. So I had it all wired up the wrong way around. So have I destroyed one of my precious ICs? Probably not, but we'll find out. Wow, it works. But it's going way too fast, so I can't actually assess the situation. Alright, where did I put them? I never know where I put... Oh, there it is. What did I just drop? There's a lot of things above this camera that are always waiting for any opportunity they can find to fall to the ground. Alright, let's just slow this thing down because it's going way too fast. And of course I have no idea which way you have to turn this thing to slow it down. Is that slowing it down, or is that making it go faster? It's making it go faster. Alright, so clockwise to slow down for future reference. I think. I picked the wrong screwdriver. Oh my gosh, this is just not actually changing. That is slowing down, like I'm pretty sure that's slowing down. I'm not very good at I'm not very good at screwing this. That definitely seems slow, but you have to turn this so many times. I honestly can't tell if that's actually counting in any appreciably useful way. Well, I think those two are wrong. That one there is blinking slower than that one. So I've got that one's blinking the fastest, that one's blinking the second fastest. So that's what you would expect to see. How slow can we go? How many times does this thing go round? What does this thing look like on the inside? Why can't I get it down to flashing once per second? Maybe I should stop using these. Maybe I should actually just build a little board with a 555 timer on it that blinks once per second. Now it just seems like it's going faster. It is going faster. I think I broke this bit off. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, I should have used the other one. Alright, well that's fine, but we can see what's going on here. But then I won't be able to see if it goes down or not. So, like, can you actually tell if it's going up or not, or down? I don't know, I can't tell. But anyway, I've got these two around the wrong way. And why is that the case? Because I'm pretty sure I read the thing correctly. Hold on. So the brown one is going into here. Where's the red one going? That's going to, according to this, the brown one is D, which makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, fine. So I had it right. Well, I had it wrong. So I didn't. And so if you don't understand binary, go back and check out my video on that at some point. So if I go down to here, this is that looks like it's working, right? Because that's the high bit. So that would normally, when you're going, so if I do it here, that will flash. So if I was really clever, of course, I could just use that as the clock into another one and cascade that into the next one, because that's flashing nice and slow. So this looks right. That flashes fast, that flashes not so fast, that flashes reasonably not so fast, and that flashes the slowest. But if I go, and so for half the time that's going to be on, half the time it's going to be off as it's counting up. But if I go here, it's only going to be on for basically 8 and 9, and then it goes back to 0. So that's exactly what you would expect to see. So this IC appears to work correctly. But how can I tell if it's going down? Well, it definitely changes when you press the button. Though it changes in a way that doesn't seem to be very intuitive. Like, why is it doing this? It's like, well, maybe that's because, hold on. Well, if it's counting down, that would go exactly the same speed. Well, I guess that makes sense. Well, if I keep pressing it while that's on, yeah, I'm pretty sure that works. Okay, fine. So there we go. That's a useful thing because it not only counts in binary, but it counts up and down. We didn't do the loading thing. So if I do the load thing, which